Just let me. I just want to be a cowgirl. Hello and welcome back. I'm on my becoming unrecognisable in 90 days journey, and one of the things that I wanted to work on for my glow up is doing more activities and just making the most of my time more, and also just being more comfortable doing things by myself, because I am comfortable being alone. Like, I'm not scared of doing things by myself, but I'm too lazy. So unless someone else has been forcing me to do them, I won't do anything. So one of my goals is to make myself do more things, and I'm happy to do them by myself, but just force myself out of the house, basically. So I've put together like a little side quest for 2025. So these are a few of my ideas, and some of them are not really financially doable. So they can maybe have to be in a few years. Or unless I win the lottery, which I never enter. So the first one I've got on my list is a weekend Europe city break. This one shouldn't be too difficult because you can get really cheap deals on like Skyscanner and stuff. And I've a few times thought, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna book it, and then I don't do it, and I don't know why. So I'm going to wait until I see a cheap one and I've got the time off work and stuff. But I'm thinking maybe just like a Friday night to Sunday night. So I only have to take off maybe one day, if that, depending on the flight times. But yeah, just somewhere cheap. I really want to stay in a hotel with a gym, because I don't really like spas. There's just something about a spa. It makes me feel like itchy. I don't want a massage. I hate being massaged. I hate being massaged. That doesn't sound right. I hate having a massage. That works. I hate having a massage. I had a facial once and my face bent off, so I don't want to do that again. And I get bored having my nails done, so I don't really have any use for going to like a spa. But I do like the idea of going to like a nice fancy hotel. So my thought is I can book a hotel not far away, maybe like half an hour away or something. We've got loads in like the Peak District and stuff. I could book a fancy hotel that's got a fancy gym downstairs, and I could just go for one night and go work out in the fun gym that's probably got machines that I don't have in my gym. And then maybe I'll have a pool. I could go for a swim. And then I could go upstairs to my hotel room, right, and it'd have a really nice big bath, you know, like one of those big fancy baths, or a big shower. I don't really like baths, but I feel like for the sake of the evening, I would just lay in the bath for a little bit. Or it'd be better if it had like a big fancy shower. That would be really nice, like a big wet room, like where you just walk in, it's all shower. That would be lush. Anyway, and then I could put one of the big hotel like robes on and just sit on my hotel bed, order in room service. I've never ordered room service. That would be an amazing experience. So that is on my list. And then in the morning, I could order room service for breakfast. I feel like I've always wanted to do that. Like, hi, can I get a coffee, a latte with oat milk delivered to room blah blah blah, please? I would really enjoy that. I want to go snowboarding. That's also on my bucket list. However, the only place that's kind of snowboarding near me, you have to do a day's training before they let you book in individual like sessions, and the day's training is £200. £200. So that one might have to be held off for a little bit until I've got some more money. And eventually I'd like to be good at snowboarding, so then I could go on like an actual ski trip. I just think like I'd enjoy that a whole lot, to go on a ski trip. But I wouldn't want to go on a ski trip if I didn't have any idea what I was doing, because I feel like I wouldn't make the most of it. Then I've got a surf weekend, because I love to go surfing, but the beach that's kind of closest to me, it's about 2 hours away, so it's not really doable to go before work. And it would be doable to do after work, but I'd maybe get like half an hour in, and then I'd have to head home so that I can get to bed to get to work in the morning, because I can't do without my sleep. So then I have to book a day off work if I want to go for a surf, or I have to go for on a weekend. And the surf's just not very predictable. So the amount of times I'll book a day off and then have to cancel it and be like, I'm coming into work because the surf's gone. Or it falls that there's going to be good surf on a weekend. I said that word, on a weekend. And then I get a notification saying that there's been spillage. So it's not consistent, and I can't really ever go. So I'm thinking I'll take a weekend down to Cornwall and just go just so I can surf for a few days, because it is a lot more consistent down there. Still not perfect, but more consistent. I'm more likely to be able to spend the weekend surfing. Then the next one, I want to go skydiving, but I've also heard that this is expensive. I thought it wasn't, and then I was telling someone else about it and they were like, yeah, that's expensive. So we'll see. But I just think it would be really fun, and I think it's something I've always wanted to do and then I've not done, and I want to do it before I'm 30, and I've got 2.5 years to do it before I'm 30. So fingers crossed we get to do it this year. I really want to go paddleboarding. I've never been paddleboarding, I don't know why, and so my boyfriend got one at the end of summer last year, and then we didn't go away again. So I think we'll probably go to the beach probably in the next month or so. We'll go on another trip in the next few months, and we'll take the paddleboard, and I'll get to go paddleboarding. So I've put that one on because I know I can check it off, and it's something I've wanted to do, so I'm excited. This is a big one, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to afford it. I want to go to Nashville really badly. I've been saying it for years, and I'm like so set on that I'm going to go, and then I'll end up spending money on something else, and then I'm like, I can't afford to go to Nashville. But me and my mum have said we're going to go at the end of the year, so fingers crossed that everything works out and we can go, because I think Nashville would be good for a little side quest. Go and be a cowboy for a day. Just let me. I just want to be a cowgirl. I just want to be a cowgirl. I think I was born to be a cowgirl. And then I want to go to London for a night, because I used to live in London, and then I moved home and I haven't really been back since. And I want to go and appreciate all the places that I took for granted. I want to play tennis and just kind of get into a new sport. But the only thing is, with tennis, I want to play tennis in the sun in a little short dress, like a little tennis dress, and like my cute little bat, my little tennis shoes, like, and it's cold. England's always cold, so I don't know whether I'd do well doing that here, but we will try. I want to take up knife throwing. I want to go and do that. I just think, because I'm obsessed with fourth wing, like big time obsessed with fourth wing, I'd really enjoy pretending that I was Violet and just knowing how to throw a dagger. And I don't think that one's going to be too expensive, so that is a side quest I can get on and do. I just need to find someone who would be willing to go and throw knives with me. I want to climb a mountain. That's another one that's on here. More hiking. That will definitely happen in summer. I know it. My boyfriend and I always seem to end up hiking massive mountains and hills that he tells me are only short hikes, and then I'll keep saying I'm getting really tired, and he'll go, we're nearly at the top, and we're nowhere near the top. But he goes, we're nearly there, babe, look, it's just there. And then we get to that bit, and he goes, no, let's just go up to that bit. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, just get up to that bit. And I'm on my deathbed by the time we get to the top. I want to run a 10k this year. I want to run a 10k. I can't run a 5k yet. I'm working on it. I can barely run a 1k, but I think I am going to run a 10k. On the subject of running, I went to the park the other day and got caught in the middle of a park run. I didn't enjoy it. I tried to get out of the way because I could see them all coming towards me, so I like crossed over this river to like this smaller path. I was like, they're not going to run up this bit, like why would they run up this bit? It's a smaller path. No, they all come running up behind me and they'd done a loop. I was like, oh my god. So I was like stood at the river edge, just trying to hold myself and my dog back from getting in their way. I really enjoyed that. Oh, it was so humiliating, but it did make me think I want to do park runs, because I saw people doing with the dog, and I wouldn't want to do one by myself, but I'd do one with the dog. Another one, another sporty one. I want to play beach volleyball, but I can't play it here. No one plays beach volleyball in England. So I need to go on holiday somewhere that they play beach volleyball. But I don't know where. So if you know where plays beach volleyball, I've said that too many times now, please tell me. Put it in the comments so I can go and play. I'm not saying it again. A smaller little side quest. I want to go and have a picnic somewhere. I want to find a cute little place, go on a little hike to it, sit down, have a little picnic, and then hike back. I just think it would be very romantic, very cutesy. I could read my book, I could take the dog. It'd be a nice day. I want to take a spin class, and I was actually talking with someone at my gym who, he's one of the trainers, and he apparently holds a spin class on a Saturday, and I've not brought myself to go and do it yet, partly because I'm really unfit and I'm scared I'll humiliate myself. And I'm like, I'm trying to build friendships here. I don't need you to see me look like I'm dying. This one, I had my dreams crushed on it, actually, because I did do a little TikTok live where I was talking about these, and I found out that you can't really get ordained in the UK. But I want to get ordained, but I can't, so it's been crushed. I wonder if, as a Brit, I could get ordained in another country. Maybe I should look into that. I don't think I would be able to, but I would just want to be able to, like, if anything was to happen and someone needed to get married, like, at the drop of a hat, like one of my friends, I could do it. This one is a bit more doable as well. It's a bit more realistic. I want to, on a Saturday or a Sunday, just take a train to a random city. Just go to the train station and then just pick a city, the next train, and just go and have a little look around, see what's there. Probably take my book. That's all I do. I want to go horse riding again. That's one of my goals for this year, little side quest. I haven't been since I was maybe 15, I think. So that's, oh my god, that's a long time. That's 17 years ago. So I really want to go and get back on that again. I want to give it another go. I think I'd like it. Again, expensive though. But yeah, I definitely want to go and try and horse ride again. These are all my little side quests, and I hope they give you inspiration for your side quests for 2025. And if you have any other ideas, leave them in the comments. Tell me what you're doing this year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.